Task number 6, HTTP requests, headers and body. This task is part of the web application basics room inside the Cybersecurity 101 Learning Path Web Hacking module. Request headers. Request headers allow extra information to be conveyed to the web server about the request. Some common headers are as follows. Common request headers. The host, try hack me, specifies the name of the web server the request is for. The user agent shares information about the web browser the request is coming from. Referrer, right, indicates the URL from which the request came from. Cookie, boom, information the web server previously asked the web browser to store is held in cookies. And then the content type describes what type or format of data is in the request, right? Not in the response, in the request. Request body. In HTTP requests such as post and put, where data is sent to the web server as opposed to requests from the web server, the data is located inside the HTTP request body. The formatting of the data can take many forms, but some common ones are URL encoded, form data, JSON, or XML. URL encoded application, here you see, a format where data is structured in pairs of key and value, where key equals value. Multiple pairs are separated by an AND symbol, such as key 1 equals value 1, right? And then key 2 equals value 2. Special characters are percent encoded. For example, here we have the post, the path, and the HTTP version, host header, user agent, content type, content length, and here we see, because it's a post, we can see the provided information. Form data, multi-part form data, allows multiple data blocks to be sent where each block is separated by a boundary string. The boundary string is the defined header or of the request itself. This type of formatting can be used to send binary data such as when uploading files or images to a web server. Again, a post, obviously, we upload to try hack me from Mozilla. Content type will be form data. And here you can see the division, right, between the headers. JSON, application JSON. In this format, the data can be sent using the JSON, JavaScript object notation structure. Data is formatted in pairs and of names. Then values, name, value, right? Name, value, name, value. Multiple pairs are separated by commas, all containing within curly braces. Here we see a request in JSON format. XML is in XML formatting, data is structured inside labels called tags, which have an opening and a closing tag. User opening, user closing. These labels can be nested within each other. You can see in the example below the opening and the closing of the tags to send details about a user called Alexandra. There you go. This is a request with XML. Obviously, you can see for each content type the relevant data that it's sent, right? Answer the question below, which HTTP request header specifies the domain name of the web server to which the request is being sent? Host. What is the default content type for a form submission in HTTP request, where the data is encoded as key value pairs in a query string format? Application URL encoded. Which part of HTTP request contains additional information like host, user agent, and content type, guiding how the web server should process the request? Request headers allow extra information to be conveyed to the web server about the request. Some common headers are as follows. Request headers.